Here we actually begin with a course. This is module 1, which is Introduction to English, the structure of English, and this is the lesson number 1, which is alphabet pronunciation and sounds. There are two types of letters in English language. First is vowels and the other one is consonants. By the way, many people make this mistake, so I want you to correct it. It's not alphabets. Alphabet is the collection of all the letters. So if you see something written on a copy with some letters, you cannot say these are a few alphabets written. No, it's incorrect English. Those are a few letters of English alphabet that are written. So English alphabet is the collection of 26 letters of English language. Okay, out of which 5 are vowels and the other 21 are consonants. First, what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. What are the consonants? Consonants is everything else that is there apart from A, E, I, O, U. In this video lesson, we are going to be talking about the sounds of different letters, how they change in variety of settings. First, let's understand that letter names are different from letter sounds. Phonics teaches you the sounds that are attached to various letters. Phonics is a method of teaching beginners how to read or pronounce different letters. The next time you see something on the internet, you'll be able to maybe guess the pronunciation, okay? But yes, it takes you time to actually understand how the settings impact the pronunciation of different sounds. Letter names do not necessarily indicate how those letters are pronounced in a word. The same letter can be pronounced in a variety of ways, and that is what we are going to be learning today. A single letter can make multiple sounds, and the sound changes depending on the position of the letter in a word and the letters surrounding it. First, let's understand that consonants have soft and hard sounds. Soft and hard sounds. On the other hand, vowels have short and long sounds. Does it make any sense? No, but it will. Okay, let's start with examples so you understand better. Let's start with a consonant named C. So letter C has a soft sound as in sir in scent, and it has a hard sound as K in cat. So letter C is pronounced as C, but letter C can have two different pronunciations. It can be sir, it can be K, because it takes more stress on your throat to say the sound K. This is the hard sound of letter C. Let's take up another example of letter G. It has a soft sound as in giraffe, and letter G also has a hard sound G, G as in go, go. That is hard sound of letter G. Now let's come to vowels. Vowels as in A, E, I, O, U have long sounds and they have short sounds. In long sound, the letter is pronounced as it is named. For A, ape, ape, ape. Okay. For E, beat, beat. For I, ice, ice. For O, open, open. For U, unite, unite. So you see, the names of the letters is how you're pronouncing the letters. U is pronounced as U in unite, okay? But there are short sounds also. Let's understand this with again an example. A as in apple, A, and not A. You don't say it as apple. You say it as apple. So this is short sound of letter A. Letter E, bed. Letter I, in. Letter O, on. Letter U, up, up. You don't say it as yup. No, no. You say it as up, right? So these are short sounds of the vowels. Now I have a fun exercise for you. All you have to do is identify if the sound of letter C is hard or soft in the following words. Crepe, seize, recently, corridor, pronounce. Now let's check your answers. Crepe, hard sound. Seize, soft sound, because C is pronounced as C. Soft sound. Recently, recently, sir, it's pronounced as sir. So soft sound. Corridor, hard sound, K. Pronounce, again sound S, coming out of letter C. So this is soft sound. You got it now. Let's understand the concept of syllables next. What are syllables? I'm sure many of you must have already heard the word. Syllables are the beats of a word. Let me take a word. Apple. Apple. So there are two syllables to this word. Apple. Gorilla. Go-rill-la. So there are three syllables to this word. Then there is a small concept of magic E. Magic E is also referred to as silent E or bossy E. Concept of magic E is used to change a vowel sound from short to long. Consider this word, rat. Now in rat, sound of letter A is soft, ra, a. If you place a letter E after T, it becomes rate. So the sound is changed from short to long. Now consider another word, cub. But when you put letter E after cub, it becomes cube. So the short sound of letter U becomes the long sound of letter U. Hat becomes hate. Kit becomes kite. Let's discuss a few more examples for short sounds of the vowels. For A we have apparent. For E we have elephant. For I we've got igloo. For O we've got octopus. And for U we've got umbrella. Now let's come to the long sounds of the vowels. Cake for letter A. Me for letter E. Bike for letter I. Bike. Bike. Nose for letter O. Cube for letter U. Okay, so that finishes the sounds of letters for us. Now let's see how magic E works with different other vowels. When you place letter E with A, you get, let's see, hat becomes hate. When I use letter E with letter I, the sound again changes. Bit becomes bite. The sound is changing from short to long as you're observing. Now let's take another one. When we use letter E with letter O, hop becomes ho. Rob becomes robe. When I use letter E with letter U sound, tub becomes tube. But mind it, magic E rule doesn't always apply. There are various exceptions to it. English as a language has exceptions to mostly all its rules. So it's just the fun part. Just enjoy this journey, okay? I love learning these exceptions. You should also. A few examples where you do not have magic E applying. Glove, love, give, above, oven, cover, have, come. Now we've got just a few more concepts for you and the video is over. You've got diphthongs. Diphthongs are vowel combinations. O and I together becomes oi, like boy, boy. Then O and U together as an ow. So house, arouse, and then you've got A and U that makes the sound ow, as in cow, cow. Next we've got digraphs. Digraphs are two letters combined together making one sound. It's very easy to understand in shape of Hindi. I'll give you a few examples. As in S and H together makes the sound sh. That is a digraph. C and H together make the sound ch, as in cherry. Then you've got T and H together makes th, or the. That sound also is made from it, as in this or thin. Then we've got one more concept of blends. Very easy to understand in terms of Hindi, where one letter is half. Let me explain to you. How will you write black in Hindi? B will be half, right? So letter B and letter L together make the sound of black, black, where B is incomplete. These are blends, as in street, street, where if you write in Hindi, sir will be incomplete, right? So sir and ter, str. So you're bringing together S, T and R to make the sound of str. right? This is a blend. Blends are where two or more consonants blend together to make one sound. So that was all in this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Let's quickly come to the next one. Bye bye.